my personal best. I think there's no. There's no one.
There is nothing.
And I'm just learning about. I'm just learning English little bit.
Okay.
About the concept.
Okay.
About the basic, and about the business best. I'm improve my spelling with CSS while on React and Design Pro we call it dotless. Is it because we use React, or because we use or because we use TypeScript that the type in the file type is dotless, not .css, or what?
Oh no. Less is like maybe a CSS processor, I guess. Yeah. So it extends CSS with additional features. So Design Pro uses less, but many other projects also use less.
What is the difference about the content? I don't see, because I used CSS too on less.
Okay. By the way, your voice is not very clear. Maybe you need to put the mic a little bit closer. But yeah, so basically less is still CSS, but there are additional features. Actually, you can go to less website to see what are the features that you can use in less that you are not able to do in regular CSS. Okay. So yeah, the main features that it allows you to use variables. So on the variables, you can see that there is a variable called width, which is 10 pixels. And then you can use that width anywhere on your styles. So if you want to change the width, you don't have to like search all of the styles that use 10 pixels. You can just change the width and the height and so on.
So it will be more flexible.
Yeah.
I think.
And also like colors. So you can define a color in one place and then everywhere else will use that kind of color. So it makes it easier to, for example, change the color or change the spacing, size, and so on.
Like we found, we formulate the color, and we can use the same formula to other color that we on the other component like that.
Yeah.
I think. So we can use it like this when we just put when we just have a .css file.
No, you need to use .less.
Oh, I see. Okay, thank you, sir. Okay, I'm back again. Okay, I just uploaded the video.
Okay.
But just the video, the first video, but the second video, I'm still a little bit confused to put what thing that I have to record.
Okay.
Can you because I think because about the Umi, yeah, Umi start uh start understand for I'm still didn't contact the Revita for exam claim.
Yeah,
Sorry,
that
sorry.
is yeah, that is up to you.
Mm, I think like that. How about the second video?
Okay, so
Mm,
what is your issue there? I think you should. Oh, you already put it on the issues list, but I would say that's uh, another problem. You know, with Form.Item. I think for the InDesign Pro video, it's just a simple one. You can demonstrate InDesign Pro, even just like the basic ones, without creating uh, a lot of
even just I
customized.
put the installation and how we start and I can just put another editing like
Yeah,
change the language like we do it
yeah,
before like
yeah,
we what
yeah,
we do.
yeah. Even that is good. Okay, you can like change the language and then put some welcome text, and then you demonstrate that it's already changing, and yeah, and that InDesign Pro already has like sidebar and there is a header and footer. I think that's already
Oh,
a good introduction. Yeah. Okay.
just a little explanation about the first page.
Yeah.
What the first?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So, uh, as I always say, don't overthink it. Okay. So, or you can just use the project that you already made with a bit of form editing, but uh, basically you don't have to do anything new. Okay. So the video is just for you to explain what you have already done.
Okay. I understand. So
Hmm.
I just put a note. Understand.
Again,
Okay.
it should take no longer than 10 minutes. So if it takes you like 30 minutes or even 1 hour or several hours, then yeah, something is not right with that. It should take just 10
I
minutes.
just I just found that we can cut the length of the video.
No,
But the
it's not about the length of the video. It's about the time you take to do that video. Okay.
yeah, I mean, I will record I record it first,
Mm-hmm.
then later I did
Mm-hmm.
and I edit the video, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm just found uh, that I can cut the video
Mm-hmm.
like when I confused about what I have to say like I
Mm-hmm.
can cut it. So so I just wondered, ah, uh, that the thing just make my video longer.
Okay.
uh, that's a problem. So because
Okay.
my
Anyway,
barrier,
what
that's
software are you using to record?
just what you suggested
Active
before.
Active Presenter?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. So there is another way actually. You either that you can do some cutting or you can, pause the recording
Oh,
because Active Presenter
I
also
don't.
allows you to pause.
Oh, they allow. I just
Yeah.
saw.
Yeah,
I
there
just
is there
see
is a there
that.
is a pause button or pause feature in Active Presenter. So when you want to
Oh,
think about something, you can just pause and then you
uh,
can, think or you can browse or something and then okay, and then you go back again and then yeah, resume recording.
okay, okay. I want
So
to. I will find the way.
yeah. maybe maybe it will help if you have that issue. So what I mean is that the 10 minutes should be you know, the time it takes for you to do the video, and also even to edit the video, and after that it's just uploading. Okay. So if it takes much longer than that, yeah, there's something that needs to be improved. It's again, it should not be a hard thing. It should not make you feel burdened. It should be a, you know, a fun way, a fun thing to do, to share your knowledge to other people.
I will find a
Okay.
way.
Okay.
Okay, we just move on to issues list.
Okay. So when do you want to do that second video?
Maybe I will start to continue it tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Okay. So put that
Tomorrow.
the calendar. Oh no no, the date on the red one, the red date above. You can change the date. Okay. So I know
This
that when, yeah. Okay.
not 12 a.m.
Okay, you can change
12
it.
p.m.
Okay.
uh, p.m.
Okay.
Making second.
Okay.
We can we move on to issues list?
Okay.
Okay, I will start. uh, So I just made two layout. The first one is like uh just one. What's that? Just the first one is just what I show you before, and the second one have I put two side. You just can see it later.
Okay.
I just I will show you.
Okay.
But I have a problem with
Mm-hmm.
the second form that I made.
Okay.
So that's my issues. My
Mm.
issue.
Sure.
That's my issue. Mm, 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 mm. Ding, like this. iPhone.
Okay.
Okay.
That's nice.
Mm, about I want to ask you about what is the the important thing that we why we have used Form.Item on this, or we just can ignore it like this.
Okay, I would say Form.Item is InDesign's way of making the I would say making the styling and also the behavior of form as following the InDesign, okay, InDesign principles. So if you ask, is Form.Item important? My answer will be you can make a functional form and items without using Form.Item. Okay, you can make it functional because, well, everything that you code here, they are HTML and JavaScript or React. So definitely you can make it functional. Okay, and you can also make it look good. Okay, but what InDesign gives you are specific tools, design and something that helps you. Okay, so to illustrate, can you go to InDesign documentation on Form.Item so we can see whether it's useful for you. Okay, go to form components. Yeah.
Components or
Yep. Components.
form.
Form. Right. Okay. So as you can see, is it using a Form.Item here? Can you show the code?
Yes.
Okay. So it gives you, for example, in this case, Form.Item, you can have a label, you can have a name, and then you can have rules. Okay, for example, it says that the rules is required, and if it's not input, then it will give a message. So try that out. Try the form to try the form in this documentation. Okay, try this form. Okay, and then click submit. Just click submit. Okay, so as you can see, it gives you this functionality with very little code. Yeah. And also there is a layout. Yeah. So the username and password label.
Not cute, sir. I like the fat cat. It's so slim.
Okay. Now you can code that yourself, but then it will take more time and more effort to do that. Okay.
But there's some, I will show you. When we put the Form.Item, like this. Don't know why.
Okay. So I would say this is a styling problem, right? Not a behavior problem.
Yes.
So
Yes.
let's see. You have a login form.
Okay. Nah, about the login form, do I have to use it? Because I think is it important to use or not again?
Okay. What happens if you put the Form.Item outside of the login form? Okay, so what happens? Okay, so it has no effect in here.
Yes.
Okay, so in this case, if you want to know why, you have to see this first with the perspective whether this is a functional issue or it's a styling issue. What do you think it is? Is it a styling or functional?
I think it's styling.
Yeah, that's true. If it's styling, so you can do inspect and see what CSS attributes make it like that. And then you can see why it's doing it. Okay. And then see the parent of that component. So you first inspect that component and then you check out the parent. Okay. So you can see like the padding, which one is giving the wrong padding and so on. And actually you can tweak it right on the browser. Okay. So now you know that actually if you think that there's like a too much margin or too much padding, at least now you know which component is giving you that padding. Okay, so it's not because there's anything wrong with it. No, it's just that maybe it's just too much padding on that one. Okay. And now you can also check out the documentation for the Form.Item. Yeah, maybe you can check it out later. But basically, you can usually tweak the properties. Okay, let's go back to documentation again, and let's see if you have some. Okay, can you go down, scroll down? So maybe there. Okay, all right. On Form.Item, maybe API, maybe rule, or maybe can you scroll up? So yeah, what I want to know is the list of properties that are supported by Form.Item. Okay, I think this one. So you have like colon, dependencies, extra. All right. And then no style. Okay. So you have something interesting. This is like no style. Maybe we can use that. And then, okay. And then also there is this like layout of label that's maybe interesting too. Okay, so these things are actually useful, yeah. And also, I think down below there is something like a wrapper call. That's also a nice thing, yeah. Wrapper call, this layout. Okay, well, this is the layout for input control. Okay, maybe first you can try setting no style to true. What happens?
We should put it on.
To use true, you need to use the curly braces, yeah. Okay, let's try it.
Okay.
Okay, that's just that.
Where is the label?
Yeah, and then you miss the label. Okay, but at least there's that, yeah. So you know that, yeah, at least if you don't want any styling, you can use that one. But maybe that is too extreme. Let's try something else. I think it's more about the layout and the padding and so on, yeah, that actually you can use. So the layout wrapper call and also okay, label call.
Not label.
Oh, I see. So this is like a okay. Okay, so span offset. Okay, try to use the wrapper call first. Okay, try to use the wrapper call. Okay, you can remove the no style. Okay, now try to use wrapper call. Okay, and set that to an empty object. So that means double curly braces, yeah. Put another curly brace inside. I think that's wrong. You need to put another curly brace inside. Okay. Do you have a code completion there inside that? Yeah. Can you control space there? Does it give you anything? Oh, nothing. Yeah. Okay. So let's try this one. What happens? So I think this controls the layout of the outer column. Still the same. Okay.
The same.
But maybe you can set maybe like margin colon 0 and padding colon 0. Can you put it there? Let's see if it has any effect or not. You need to use colon. Yeah. No, you need to use colon, not equal. Okay, does it work or doesn't work? You need to put comma inside. Okay, does this seems like error, yeah? Okay, no effect. Okay, maybe you can change the styling of the form item itself. I don't think this works. Can you put, okay, you can remove that one first and then add another attribute called styles. No, not there. Just put another styles, another attribute, yeah, in form item, yeah. Okay, there should be styles in there. Yeah, style and put margin 0 and padding 0. Let's see. Okay, I think you need to put double curly braces, yeah, because it's a object. Okay, let's see how this works. Okay, at least the your name part is better. And I think now it's just the inner one, yeah. The inner one. Okay, maybe to help you debug this, I will ask a request remote control, yeah. So let's see if I can check out. Okay, so this one we can actually try to find out the structure of the component here. So let's see. So now, okay, so far this is good. This is good. Okay. So I think one of the issue is the call, because when you have this call, this call is a diff, because the padding, the padding inside this call is too big. But this one is actually okay, because it's aligned, right? So if you can see here, at least until this part, this Form.Item input, this is actually good, yeah. So it's actually aligned on the left part, aligned on the right part. The problem is with this call. So let's see if we can change something here. Oh, this is label call. Another way is that we can put our own CSS here. But let's see if we can do this with React first. Okay. All right. Layout for input controls. Okay. Upper cost 116. Assumes that let's see if this works. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's see if we can get to. Wait, how do I change this? Where is the Visual Studio Code?
Wait.
Oh my God. Ah, there you are. Okay. So maybe, let's see if this works. I wonder if this will work. Oh, I guess it's worth a try. Not working, yeah. Okay, so what I usually do in this situation, the proper way is that I will join the design forum, because there is a forum, right, for design, and then ask how to put the padding and margin in this forum input to control it. Okay, so that's what I usually do. But because asking in the forum will take some time. So while doing that, I will try to find another solution. Okay, but actually this one, the style is there, yeah. So I wonder why it's not visible. Okay, so let's try to find whether this call has properties that we can use. Let's see, and design layout there. So this is actually, this used to be part of grid. And then we can see the call. Okay, so call actually has this one, just flag, offset, order, pull, postman. That's it, yeah. Okay, I think we can use class name. Yeah. Styles. Okay. Check this out. Yeah, I would say that this is the easiest way. Let's see. Do you usually put it down or? Okay, I will add form call in here. Okay, let's see if we can get this margin to 0 and padding to 0. Okay, after we save this, we should be able to use this class. So this doesn't work. Let's see if we can do it using styles, form, item. What's the style again? Wrapper call. All right. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So does this work? It's not working. This already refreshed, right? That's weird. This already refreshed. Let's see if it gets the class name correctly. Should be this call, right? Okay. Okay, so the class name is actually correct. But let's see why it doesn't give the proper. Oh, this one, yeah. Wrapper call. Oh, I see. Okay. So I think the problem is because this should be inside here. Yeah? So this is just the wrapper, and then inside the wrapper there is this end Form.Item control input. So we can get this class, and inside this, we can put this one. Did I copy this one? Okay, I can copy this to this one. And let's hope this one works. All right. No change. That's weird. This should work actually. And Form.Item control input. This one, right? It's okay. So this is the wrapper, which is correct. And we have this end Form.Item control input. My question is why it's not the CSS that we put is not inside this one. That's weird. Okay. Let's see if it is here somewhere. Nope. Okay, let's try another method. So what happens if instead of doing this, I do this? Oops, sorry. Yeah. Huh? It's the same. Why? Okay. This is weird. Should be there. Eh? Where is my class? This is weird.
Wait, sir. Wait, sir. Wait.
Okay.
I think it is because of this.
Oh, that's possible. Okay, so maybe we can put this one. Is it from you or?
Yeah, it is
Oh, okay.
from
But yeah, but I would say that is okay. So my confusion here is why does not want to override it. So maybe if I, because it's general, right? So it applies to all divs. But what I want to do here is that this should apply to that one only. So okay, so that's one is dot main. Where is the dot main thing?
You can scroll to bottom.
Okay.
Lower. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
That's
So
main.
let's put it here. Maybe this one will work better. Well, if it's not, then one of the way is to remove that CSS and see what happens, and only use the CSS for, you know, when you have a class name or something. Still not working. Why is it not working there? Okay, so maybe I will try one more.
Can you refresh it? I think.
Okay, maybe you can try to disable first this div. It's quite weird. You know, I was hoping that it will override. Maybe you can command it first and see what happens. Oh, I see. Okay. But yeah, I would say that the good way to do this would be that you should have a class name for that form that you can use to put the margin and padding. Yeah. So not for all divs, but for the
Class name.
yeah, what the class that you want. But okay, but I'm still curious about that one. So please let me try this first. I want to know why it's not working, but maybe I want to try if instead of doing this, I will put it as part of form item stretch. Okay, so let's so instead of doing this, I will put this as the top of the class one. Yeah. Yeah, but I am happy there is always already a solution. This makes me curious actually. Okay. All right. Should be good, and this is not needed. So yeah, because you have to know that something works or it's not still working. That's weird. Seriously weird. Okay, now you have this. Yeah, have this class dot form item stretch, and then see I have label. Okay, and call. I have a okay, and call and form item control. That's weird. And it's still giving me this much. Still get overridden by this. That's weird. Why is this so strong? Okay. So I want to know what happens if I put this inside this. Okay, I think this is last attempt. It still doesn't work. Then yeah, it doesn't work. Okay, I don't know what's happening. Okay, so it's your turn. You can try to remove the div and then put the class name properly.
Sure. But
So yeah, you can create a class name there in the div. So it's not just div, but div something, and then put the class name on the on line 81. Yeah. So put the name, make a name for that margin. So you can have a class. Yeah, on style2.less. On style2.less, you can change line 81. So instead of just div, you can use div dot and create a class name that you want to have the margin. And then you can set that class name on the components that you want, because this one is applying to all divs, right?
I see.
Yeah. Okay. I think you need to do not reuse existing name. Yeah, create a new name.
What?
That's weird. I mean, create a new class name. For example, you can put it like wrapper div or space div. So you make out a new name in line 81. So okay, so I mean on line 81 you can create a name. So you can remove the right side div left side and just make a name that you want. So you can put like div dot and the name that you want.
Div dot margin.
Okay, that's very uncreative, yeah. But
As usual.
okay, maybe you can put margin 15. Okay, it's probably a better name. Yeah, right. Okay, maybe something like margin small or something. Okay, and then put that class name somewhere that you want to use the div. Okay. Oh, you actually have styles.right side in there, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
How about I put on the right side?
Okay.
I put the
I think what
padding.
I would say that the one way to do this is okay, you can put div right side in there. Or you already have right side in there?
Yes.
You already have right side? Okay. Okay, this is nice. So then you put another block inside this because there's H1 and something like that. So you put the margin and spacing, yeah, in there, and you put maybe like div dot and something something that you want to put the
I think about the
yeah.
padding. No, not padding.
You have to you have to make a subcomponent first. So okay, so for example, okay, so let me try it. Okay, I'll give you an example that. So let's hope this works. So okay, so for example this one. So we want to put some padding. Okay, I think around this one, yeah. So this class is end row or end from item, yeah. Okay, so this class is end from item. So I will try to add a div in this one. Okay, I hope this works, yeah. Wait. Okay, this is weird, yeah. So it's not giving. Styles. It's just main. Is it because they are like adding this kind of stuff in there? Oh, I see. Okay, so the problem is because the classes that we put on less, they're different than the actual class in HTML. Okay. Okay, yeah. Okay, I think to solve this problem, I will need a bit more time to, to figure out how this actually works. Because if you see here, a lot of the classes are not the actual class that we put on the less file, but they seem to have added some unique code or something, and that is different than the class that we want to target in the real HTML. Okay. Okay, so I hope I can come up with a solution within the next few days, yeah, to see how this actually works.
I will, I will find a way to share. I will try it. I think I will try it too because I feel a little bit curious about it. So.
Yeah, sure. But actually, less is very popular in the CSS world. So, yeah, I would say that somebody must have already figured out how it works. Okay. Just that I am not yet aware about this.
And you say and on the form we have a status. but when I put the same code with the previous uh, previous form, it get it get the same problem like before, but like this. But
I think it's radio, yeah, gender.
Yes, radio. The radio group is have the same problem too, but it's a little bit complex because the list is not showing when I render it.
Can you try it now?
Okay.
Can you try it now?
Can I just copy it?
Okay, sure.
Like this when I put the.
Okay. Okay, I would say about the layout thing, that's a different thing. But let's see about the label, yeah. About the label, why it's not working. Okay, can you open the documentation for RadioGroup in InDesign?
What?
Can you open the documentation for RadioGroup in InDesign so you can see how it's supposed to happen? Okay. Okay, Taiwan, the symbols use. All right. Radio value. Okay, just like that. Radio group and radio. Okay. So let's go back to your code. Okay. Okay, so let me check the code again. Form input button select radio, all right. They don't put this inside a form item. Do they have an example that puts it inside a form item?
No,
sure,
no.
yeah. Okay, so maybe one. Okay, so let's try to move it out from the form item first. Okay, try it. Let's see what happens.
Yes.
Okay, so let's see if there is a change in this. Okay, still the same. Okay, so let me check again. So it's quite weird that the text is not showing at all. Okay, so actually the text is here, but okay, so the text is in the HTML. Yeah, but this is more about the styling. Yeah, it's really about the styling. Okay, I think first of all, okay, let's try to add something here. That's weird. Is it because of this width? Okay, that's an improvement. Yeah, I think, all right. Okay, this is already pretty good. Then gender and then radio group outline. Okay, the question is actually why is this like this? So display block, headline, height, right, margin top. Position relative. Yeah, I'm actually curious why this line is not showing at all. It actually has a height of 0. So that's actually the problem. But the question is, even if given this height of, it still gives, it's really weird. It's not showing. Where are you?
But when I didn't put the radio group, it is showing, but the 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 font size is the same with the label of the group of the radio group.
Okay.
It's work, but like.
Okay. Yeah, it's quite weird actually. Still not showing.
The text is not showing.
100 times 40, but where is this? Is it because of color? Sure. No. Okay. I have this one. Yes, is word. Okay. I would say that this is really something about styling. So I would say this is an extension of before. So please push this to Git, yeah. So I can check out. Maybe you can push it now. Okay. So please just push now. So I can help diagnose. Yeah, whatever state this is. I will check it out later. Hopefully in 2 days. Yeah.
Problem with styling.
My prediction is when the actual cause has been found, this is actually a very simple, to fix it is very simple. But finding what is the problem is usually the harder way. So yeah. Okay, push. Okay. So I can say that this is one of the negative, yeah, if we are using a framework or a library. It's different than if we just use a plain HTML and CSS, because now we don't only have to know about HTML and CSS, but we also have to know, okay, so is it because of less? Is it because of InDesign, or are the other components? Okay, so it is easier to get started, but it is also more challenging to troubleshoot if there is a problem. Okay. Although because it is a very popular framework, yeah, both less and design, I'm quite optimistic that yeah, the problem will be found sooner or later. Yeah. Okay, so what's the next issue that you want to discuss?
I think that's just that just the two thing like I found weird. Really. Did Kevin isn't Kev is Kevin the what's Kevin don't find the same problem like this or
I would say that because the page structure is different, yeah. First of all, the page that you are working on has a different layout because you have like a right side and something. I would say maybe okay. So let's try to put your form to the top one. Okay, not the right side. Try it. Let's see if that can change something.
top one. Wait,
Tajam banget kukunya tajam banget ini. Lepas. Ih, lepas. Ih, sangat dia sangat. Yeah. Try to put it inside main. No, I mean put it inside main. Yeah. Your form. You just disable the right side. Okay. Okay. That's even worse. Yeah, it shows in that part. So I would say that there is something in the CSF of right side something, but if you put those inside like a plain container, if you see the examples there, usually they put it I think inside the grid, yeah, grid or layout. So that's probably one of the things. Yeah, there is grid and there's layout. Okay. Okay. Maybe I have a suggestion. Let's try making our own grid, yeah. In this case, starting from the main. Okay, does it give you an example of layout in this page? Example code maybe. Oh yeah, header, cider, content, footer, and layout itself can be nested. Okay. All right. Layout, header, cider, content, and footer. Okay. So now let's see your code, yeah. So from the top of the page, what is your component? Let's start simpler and then maybe try to redesign it. Okay, the first is container, and then content, and then top, and then header. All right. Okay, so let's try. For the first one is layout. Okay, let's try the first one in the return is layout. Okay, please, you can do the typing. Not using div, just use layout with a big L.
Oh,
From and design. Okay, and then put all of the other components inside that one. So the example would be like the code in the design documentation. Okay, that's cool. All right. Okay, so let's. Okay, I think you need to import that one. So maybe control space, and yeah, add layout to existing import declaration. There is that hint before. Yeah, you can click on that. Yep. Add layout. Yep. Okay. So just in this, let's see what happens. Okay, so far so good. Okay, let's go back to documentation. Go back to the documentation. Okay, now you scroll down. So there is this example, right? Check out the code here. Check out the code. Okay, can you check out the code? Maybe the simpler one first. These are examples, yeah. Okay, check one of the code. Just to know how they structure it. Okay, so first there is layout, and then there's inside is a header. We don't need the header now, maybe later, and then there is content. Okay, so now put a content inside that layout. Or if you want to copy paste the content from that documentation, that's also okay. But basically put the content in there.
like this?
Yep. And maybe you need to auto-complete that to get the import. Okay, you don't have to put it down. Just put the content there, and we will fill it with your own content. Okay, need to, yeah. Okay, no import.
Just like this?
Okay, so you cannot import there. Okay, do the import. Okay, is it imported yet?
No, it can.
I think you need. Maybe let me try. Okay, I think you should be able to select control space there. Is it there? I think, yeah. That's weird. Okay, let's edit manually, I guess. That's weird. There's no content. That is weird. Why there is no content? There should be content.
Oh, it's content.
Oh, I see. So it's from here, yeah. Or we can use layout.content. That's a different way of doing it. Okay. So it should be like this, right? Okay, check it out, how it works. Step by step. Okay, so now try to move your form into that content. Starting with the your name form item. Maybe just one by one. No, just the form item, yeah. Yeah, just your name.
Oh.
Just this one, just to see how it works. You can copy actually. Yeah, you don't have to cut. You can copy. So just okay, maybe okay.
How to backwards the space?
Oh, you can press Ctrl Shift P and then type format. And then format.
Control.
Yeah, Ctrl Shift P. Yeah, and then format. You can type. Yeah. Format document. Okay. Okay. So actually that one is working nicely. The content one. So yeah. Okay. So now we have the content is correct, yeah? Okay, now move all of your form in there. Move all of your form in there. Try to do this one by one. Yeah? Okay, from item until the last form item. Yeah. Yeah, I think until sign up is also okay. But you think you have a diff, yeah?
Until
okay, because you have a diff structure. So. Okay, put that. Yeah, still inside the layout content. Yeah, I think you need to close some diff there. Okay, I think you need to close another one. Okay, I think still need to close another one. Yeah, because it's still red, yeah. Still need to close another one. Yeah. Actually, it gives you the hint when you press slash. Nah, it's no. Go back. When you press slash, there is a hint. Nah, that one. Okay, it's already the correct one. All right, so let's try this one. Okay, this looks nicer. All right, but now it's in the body, and what you want is that you want to split it left and right, right? So let's see how to split left and right. Can you click it on the radio button? Is it functional? Not functional. Okay.
function.
Oh, you can. Okay, that's good. Right. So now what we need to do is split it into left and right, right? So we can use grid. I think we can use grid. Okay, and then try, yeah, this is an example. You can check the code, for example. I think you can use like call, I don't know, 8 and 16, I guess. Okay, you can, okay, so you make a row and then you make a call inside that one. Okay.
Oh.
Right. So inside that content, yeah, okay, inside the layout content, you make a row. Right.
It is layout of content. Just row.
Yeah, just row.
For this row.
Okay. And then inside the row, you make 2 call. The first will be call span, I don't know, 8. Yeah. And then the second will be call span 16. Yeah, this is up to you, actually. The total should be 24. That's it.
Oh.
Okay, and then make another call. Okay, you need to auto import the call. It's still red. Okay, and now on the second call, put all of the form items there on the second call.
What?
Put all of the, because this is the left call and then the right call, right? And move all of your form items to the second column. Yep. Let's see what happens. Yay. That's nice.
Oh, just like
So
that.
yeah, so you can move the call and still get it. But so I'm not exactly sure why it doesn't really work before, but yeah, at least it kind of works now. Yeah, and if you see that the form item here is actually giving you a nice padding and margin between the items there, between your name and another your name. Okay. Okay, so maybe you can try to move the left one there. And actually, this is a way to structure the UI that is easier for someone that is that already knows how to use InDesign, because like row and call and layout, content, and so on, they're already InDesign components, right? Okay, so it's not, you don't have to look up the CSS or less file to know what it is doing. Okay, so by looking at the code, you already know, oh, so it's making a column of, size 8, and then this column is size 16 something, and we already know that, yeah, the total of the columns should be 24, and that's it.
And this column, it will be flexible.
Yeah, you can try to
Like
resize this.
if
Yeah, you can try to resize it and see what,
as
or
I
you
know.
can use the inspect, yeah, the mobile friendly way. Okay, try it.
Okay, so
Is it still okay? But I think can you try to use the mobile view using inspect? Okay, when you ask about that, yeah, okay, so it's still giving you the 8 to 16
yeah. Oh, I just
division.
know it.
So I think what you want is that when the screen is small enough, then it should not give the 816 grid. Yeah. So let's see the documentation again. So let's check out the documentation again on the grid. And I think, okay, so go to the responsive on the right side. There is the responsive one. Okay. So I think, okay. All right. So click the code on the responsive one above. No, above one. The okay, the one above again. That one. Okay, so it has an XS2 All right, so I think instead of giving just a span, what we need to do is put it on SM, yeah, I guess, yeah. Okay, so let's change your code and rename span to SM. Let's see what happens. Okay, this is not span but SM, and the second one is also SM. Okay.
About
So
the value?
yeah, just leave it there. Let's see what happens. Yeah, so baby steps, yeah. Baby steps to make it easy. So you know exactly what happened. Okay, and then try to use the inspect again and then turn on the mobile view. And then try to resize the left and right to see, you know, change the size. You can actually resize it, yeah, on the you know, you can resize it here. Is it there? Oh, there is no resize button here.
Oh,
This one. Yeah, so you can see where it falls back to responsive. Try it.
whoa.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. Okay, so I think that's good. But I'm curious that this call of your name is not responsive. Can you check the code again? I think it's because we put the wrapper call or something. Yeah.
On what?
Can you go to the source code again on Visual Studio Code and check on your name? Okay. Can you remove the wrapper call part? Okay. All right. And you remove the class name also. I want to see how it looks like without any other stuff. Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. It's still like this. All right. Maybe I want to check again. Okay. Try to change the source code again on Visual Studio Code. Oh, but it's actually already responsive, yeah. The your name, yeah. After it gets quite small, then it slips down. All right. But maybe you can change that a little bit there. I would say that maybe on Form.Item, try to add label call and wrapper call on line 36. Give a label call. Let's try label call would be SM equals SM equals 8. Yeah. You have to put the equal sign first and then double curly braces. Okay, and then SM colon, yeah, colon. SM colon. This time you don't have to put the curly braces again. Okay, and then double curly braces. All right, and then wrapper call SM16. Try that one.
Wrapper call.
Yeah, same syntax, and then SM16. Right. So let's see if this works. Nice. This is nicer, I guess. Yep. Okay. but it is aligned to the right. Yeah, I think there is a label align. Yeah, can you check? You add another property there. I think it's label align in the form item. So if you want to put the label to the left in form,
Label
yeah,
align.
because this, yeah, so that's the form will be like this, right? The default in design is actually the form is right aligned, which is
Like this.
just nice. I think there is another one down, yeah, on form item. Yeah, label align. Okay, try to add that one. Label align to left. I would say that I prefer the right label as the default of design, but let's just test whether this works. Okay, you need to use string, yeah. You need to use string. Yep. Okay, try this one. Nice. Okay, and it will be responsive
So
when it
the
is small.
label,
Yeah.
the label will stay on the left.
Because that's what your initial design is, right? Stable is on left. I would say that, yeah, I think I like that the label is on the right, like what design does. It is up to you. If you want it to be on one line, you can put SM 24 or something. So it will be on one line. But I think because it's responsive, we can use something like this. Yeah. All right. So do you have any question about this, layout row call? And what does
I think I
SM?
have to explore it more deeply before I ask.
Okay, so have you ever used grid before?
I remember when I code my project with my friends. She usually use it, but I don't. I forget to use it again.
Okay.
I think it just what's that? Just make the length of the column in like input type is the same one on the other input type, but I just know it is because of it is because of the grid. I just know now.
Okay.
Okay, I will explore it again.
Okay. Actually, the same thing is also in Bootstrap, yeah. So it's a very popular method that is used in Bootstrap, and design also has it. So maybe, yeah. But if you check on the Bootstrap documentation, yeah, grid is one of the first things that the designers need to know. And if we use the grid, it makes it very easy for other people to join and edit the file, yeah, because they don't have to know, which CSS class is setting the width and the, column and something. When they see that, okay, there is a row and then there's call, and this call is small, maybe 8 grid, and the large one is 24 grid or something, and it's much easier to reason the layout. Okay, so yeah, maybe try to explore that, because I think this already looks good. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it still doesn't look final, but I would say that at least it it looks exactly how you put the code in the React file. Okay, so you put it as a content and you put a grid, and this is the left one, this is the right one, and the width is exactly how we want it. And when you resize the window or it shows on mobile device, yeah, it still looks good. So yeah, I like it.
Okay, so just the page is so messy now. I have to.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So I would say that will be the topic for the third video. Yeah, how to use grid. But maybe finish the second video first, because if I add some more thing,
Okay, okay.
then yeah, you will.
Wait, wait. Okay. I think for me that's enough.
Okay.
Okay. We almost spent 2 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah, and still there is this mystery of how less works. Yeah, in design. But at least this one is a nice nice workaround. Just try to do it the design way. So use design first, and if you cannot do what you want to do and design, then you go to CSS or less. Okay.
okay. What's the next plan?
Next
Making the
plans.
second video.
Yeah, it's actually still there, up there.
Before.
Okay, I would say that the third video would be grid. Yeah, grid row and call. Yeah, how to use grid row and call.
Using grid.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, actually the component is row and call, but it's under the grid title in the documentation.
Okay. Fix the messy page.
Okay, nice.
Okay. So about the conclude.
You want to discuss about Hacktoberfest?
I think we are just over time.
Do you remove that?
I don't have interest again
Okay.
because I think I have explored the layout.
Okay, okay.
For the recap to-do list, doing the next plan.
Okay, I think you already put that in the issues list, yeah.
So I moved
Yeah.
to.
Yeah, you can move them. I think the gender radio group is already fixed, yeah, because it's actually working in the new one. So yeah, just use the new layout, and it should work as intended there. So actually, yeah, I think using design will be more challenging if you try to put a lot of your own CSS code as part of the creator layout, yeah. But it will be easy if for the layout and everything you use design, and then if you want to customize individual components, and then you can use CSS or less. I think that is much easier to do. Okay.
Mm,
Yeah. Do you think you agree with that?
yeah, I think that I have to minimize using the less
Yeah.
and the maximizing the use using the design.
Mm, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. But you can still use CSS, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe like you add color or maybe like add a bit
Okay.
padding or something. But maybe for the individual components for the layout, I would say sticking to InDesign is better. Like using the grid throw and call.
Okay. I think it's enough
Mhm.
today, sir.
Okay.
Time. It's time to sleep. Okay, the rating I will
Mhm.
give 9
Okay.
because I again and again I get much what's the, yeah, I get much thing from you.
Okay. I would
Okay.
say because it was taking too long, I put please put 7.5.
Always, sir.
Please put 7.5. But
No.
yeah, but I also like it because there is a solution. Okay, there is a solution. I think the last one that you found out that how grid works and the column and it's responsive. I think that's great. Okay, but yeah, I would say it's 7.5 mostly because of me that I did not know how less actually works in InDesign. Because yeah, honestly, when I work with InDesign, I only use the components of InDesign because I'm not a designer. Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. I just use the components, and if even if I want to add some CSS, it's maybe just like like making the font red or add bold or italic or something like that. So for the layout, it's I don't use CSS for that. So that's also the reason why I did not know how to fix it on the first layout. Yeah, but I'm happy.
about
Still happy.
but my friend's project doing like you. What what you doing too?
Huh?
Like I just like she didn't edit too much on CSS,
Mm-hmm.
but she used much what's that admin LTE
Mm-hmm.
template
Mm-hmm.
for the component of the page.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have to do it too because
Okay. Yeah, I would say that for now, at least for a start, uh, the easier way is to follow the rules of InDesign, and at least to make it look like look good, look decent, and then functional, so we can move on to the next stages, because this is just the UI, right? You still have to integrate it with the back end, but at least when it's functional and then it's integrated with the back end, and this is like the first iteration, because my approach, or the approach that I suggest to you is, instead of like making the UI like as good, as beautiful as you want, and then after it's done, and then try to do it functional way, I would say the first iteration, okay, just get a rough UI done, and then after that make the functional works, and then integrate it with the back end, and after that, either you can move to the next screen, or you can do the second iteration. In the second iteration, maybe, oh, I don't like this, it should be more beautiful, this should have this line, this should have this background or something, and then you can build upon that first one, and make a better polish. So because when polishing the UI, you will need to have a better skill, yeah, because it will be more complex. Why I say that it's more complex is because we are doing this inside of a framework. So the freedom is not as much as if you just use HTML and CSS, because when you are inside the framework, when you do something, it can break the other part. Okay, because you have to know the rules of that framework first. Okay, let's see.
Okay. So that's all for today.
Okay.
It takes almost 2 hours again and again. Okay. Thank you so much, sir, for teaching me again. And I will in the next meeting on the next plans I have to make a second video first and third video and fixing the messy page that we got before.
Okay.
Okay, just like that. Thank you so much and assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.